Good afternoon, it's Sam right here in the studio with none other than Kirsten Palmertree, back for another Wednesday. How are you doing this week?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm doing really good, and we're going to have a great, I was about to say great debate, but yeah, that's what it's supposed to be.
That's the name.
That is the name, funnily enough. But we've actually talked a lot about movies and books and all this nonsense, but today we're getting into the nitty-gritty, the genres, specifically when it comes to movies. We can't even agree on that, so like that's how far it has gone.
Shocking.
I know, yeah. So what is your favorite movie genre in general?
So probably comedy, kind of comedy and romantic comedies, both of those.
And you know what? On the list of my favorite genres, I don't like horror movies that much.
I hate horror movies.
After seeing it though, my opinion has changed a little bit. I would say I put horror, which was usually on my bottom. I give it a slight edge over comedy.
Really?
I think I
horror over comedy?
Yeah, because
who doesn't like comedy?
All right, here's my situation with comedy. I got notes today because all right. Now comedy movies, I like to laugh. I do enjoy laughing in a movie, but I also feel like whenever I go into a comedy, there's going to be a lot of jokes that don't land, and then it's like there's not enough other stuff that goes on in the movie to keep me entertained if the jokes aren't working. Whereas like with a horror movie, I mean, if the movie is scary, then I'm entertained. It was a very funny movie. There was funny stuff in the movie, but it didn't rely.
In the movie It?
Yes.
It's confusing because when you say It.
Stop saying. All right, no more saying It. All right, it's getting weird now. Okay, in the movie It, there's funny stuff, but the main reliance was on the creepy factor, and it worked out. I don't want to go into a movie just expecting comedy and becoming disappointed.
But comedies have storylines too.
Yeah, they do, but
the good ones do. I mean, there are bad comedies, of course.
A lot of storylines in comedy, I don't find that believable. They all like it. That's why my favorite.
But you find thriller and action and horror movies believable?
In some sense, like
you find it believable.
Well, from a outside perspective, like
killer clown going after children. And
if you can, I mean, suspension of disbelief. You gotta accept that this situation could possibly happen, and you believe it. It's believable. It's like believable. That's why I like Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings is my favorite movie.
Lord of the Rings is believable.
Look, it is because Lord of the Rings. It's like you can believe that if that world existed, that's how things would play out in that world. Most comedies I've seen are set in our world, and it's like, how often does stuff like that happen on a daily basis? And it just keeps like movies like Ted. Like what?
Okay, well that has a talking bear in it.
Yeah, exactly, and that's why I don't do comedies.
What?
And also,
that doesn't even make sense.
Because I laugh enough in my day-to-day life. I get enough jokes whether I'm at work, hanging out with friends and all that stuff. I don't need to go back and watch a movie just so I can laugh. My favorite types of movies are dramas. I really like dramas, so that's why I want to be able to rewatch the movie and then feel all the different feelings. Because a good drama, there's comedy, there's sadness, there's all sorts of emotions you feel. And I get that every single time I watch it with movies like Lord of the Rings.
Well, I think that romantic comedies, at least well-done ones, I should probably say that I like older ones better. Like Roman Holiday with Audrey Hepburn and Gregory Peck is my favorite movie. So those ones are kind of heavier on the romance and lighter on the comedy.
I'll give rom-coms a slight edge over comedies. I just can't watch comedies. I can't go out of my way to watch one. If one's on and someone like I'm watching with someone, sure, maybe I'll like.
That is so sad. Who doesn't like comedy?
That's not sad at all.
Really?
It's not sad. It's not sad because I've got enough of that. I've got enough of that anyway. I don't need to. In my brain, all the dumb stuff that goes through my brain that makes me laugh. I laugh more at myself than I do with these comedies.
Maybe you're just watching bad ones.
I feel like movies do something magical where they put you in a world that sometimes doesn't exist, or they take you to see someone's life. Like that's why I really like dramas. I like crime dramas a lot. Movies that are about like criminals, like Goodfellas or The Godfather, stuff like that. And those movies are so good because it's like, oh, I can see what that world, like what those type of people live like. It's something I'll never do, hopefully, but it's like they've done it, and now I get a little window into their reality.
I see that. I just like comedies because I feel like if you watch depressing dramas all the time, like life can be depressing enough, and you need to laugh. You need some comedic relief, and with comedies, it takes you out of your life and away from that world, and you just laugh for a few hours. It's all good.
That's why I like comedies in those dramatic movies. Goodfellas and The Godfather, they have funny scenes, and in those moments, it makes you laugh. So I'm like, hey, even in this dark, depressing world, wherever it may be, there's still some fun to be had.
Okay.
All right. Well, there you go. And that's how we end this today. no settlement on this one. All right. Well, again, thank you very much, Petty Officer Kirsten Palmertree, for stopping by the studio. And,
You're welcome.
of course, we'll have the great debate coming up next Wednesday at 2:30, same time as always.